As far as healthy foods go, cranberries are at the top of the list due to their high nutrient and antioxidant content and are often referred to as the superfood. Andrea is here to tell us why they're so important for women especially, and she'll also be throwing in a healthy cranberry recipe. Hello, Andrea.
Hi there.
I must say, I'm a personal fan of cranberries, but do you want to tell us why they're so special in terms of their nutritional content?
Well, as berries, they are packed with antioxidants. And those antioxidants we actually find in many other berries as well, like blueberries, strawberries, etc. And we know that they're good for our skin health, etc.
Nice.
But because of traditional medicine and where they've been used in South America actually, and North America, for healing properties, also assisting in bladder health, that sort of sparked a bit of interest. And they did research on cranberries to see why do they seem to be particularly good for bladder health.
Yeah.
And they found out that the components in cranberries can actually have a protective effect on the bladder.
Wow.
And reduce the risk of bladder infections that often occur in women.
Okay. That's quite interesting, because that was going to be my next question to you. Why is it so important that us as women should incorporate cranberries into our diet?
Well, women suffer more often with bladder infections than men, mostly due to our hormonal fluctuations that puts you at risk of such an infection. And the typical treatment option for a bladder infection is naturally antibiotics.
Okay.
So if you have a fever and the infection is quite severe, you have to go to the doctor. But some women experience bladder infections on a monthly basis with a hormonal cycle, etc., and would love to know if there's something that they can do to help prevent the infections.
Okay, well, that's good to know. What I also want to know is the cranberries high in sugar, and is it safe for diabetics to eat as well?
Such a good question, because these days there are lots of cranberry products.
Yes.
These are frozen cranberries that are thawing now. There's some cranberry juice. So the plain cranberries, we've just tasted some of them before we went on now, and they're quite sour. They're not very sweet.
Yeah.
The juice is typically sweetened, so one has to be mindful of that. But you also get cranberry supplements, like this one that Vital makes, Vital Cranberry Complex. And there's no sugar in here.
Wonderful.
So this would be safe for diabetics.
That's great.
And it's important that you ask about diabetics because of diabetes, and if your blood sugar is high, it sometimes excretes the excess sugar through your urine.
Yeah.
So if you're predisposed to a bladder infection, it will obviously aggravate that.
Oh, okay.
So that is a good supplement for a diabetic.
Now, I teased a little bit earlier on that you're going to be making us a delicious cranberry recipe. I see you've already got everything you need here.
Yes, I do believe that we all should eat more cranberries because they're good for our skin and good for the bladder. So I thought, you know, we don't get fresh cranberries here in South Africa, Julie. So to show how easy it is to make a cranberry slushy.
Nice.
So we're going to add some of these frozen cranberries in here.
Okay.
Add some ice cubes.
There we go. Ice cubes in there.
And warning here, you can make a slushy just like this, but it won't be sweet.
It won't be sweet.
So we'll add some cranberry juice.
Yes,
just a little bit.
Touch.
We'll see if we need some more just now.
Okay.
And this goes into the blender.
Right.
And this is going to make a lot of noise now.
Lekker.
Okay, so I think there's 1 or 2 ice cubes still floating there.
Fine.
But this looks about right. So it's a cranberry slushy. So it's a delicious way of getting all these health properties. And oops, there's that ice cube that I saw. I'll take that one actually, because that is a bit wonky. But effectively, what we're trying to say is cranberries are really healthy, and this looks good. So it's really a healthy recipe for women to enjoy.
The question is it going to taste good?
Oh dear, let's find out.
Through.
Yes, cheers. I must say it is a bit tart. I would add a little bit more juice, but it's definitely something that's very healthy. And like we said,
I love it.
Very safe if you're on a weight loss diet because there's hardly any sugar in here.
Wonderful. This is actually fantastic. I love it. It's got a bit of zestiness in there as well, and it's great. I mean, we're still in summer, so let's enjoy it while we can, hey? Thank you, Andrea.
You're welcome.
We all know that cranberries are delicious, but it's also nice to know that they are packed with so many health benefits. For advice on this and other topics, go to Andrea's Facebook page. That's Andrea Duplessis, Vital Expert.
Trust Vital for your family's health.